So if you come into a seated position, sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. And align the back of your skull with your sacrum. Activate your feet. Spread the toes, spread the balls of your feet. Close your eyes. And then notice how your body feels right now. Connect with your heart. And feel for breathe. Breathe into your heart. And as you breathe out, feeling for that release as you let go. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, soften your shoulders. Connect your sit bones down to floor and then breathe in. As you breathe, lengthen spine. So lengthening lower ribs away from waist. Lengthen mid ribs away from lower ribs and your upper ribs away from mid ribs. And exhale, soften your chest. And breathe in and expand. Feel your ribs opening out as wide as you can. And exhaling, release. If you're going through your class today, really feel for this idea, this focus of the contradictions. Sometimes we want something very much, and sometimes that thing we want is not always the thing that's best for us. Like the moment that we're in, some of us want it, some of us want it, some of us don't. So there's the good and bad, the yin and the yang is often associated with that same thing. So if you're going through your class, feel for finding that moment, the moments of joy in the pose, and feeling what annoys you, what aggravates you in sometimes that very same pose. And then trying to find that moment of equilibrium in the pose, trying to bring that sense of equilibrium into our lives, into practice. Open your eyes and bring the soles of your feet together. Your pranayama today is Kapalabhati breathing in Baddha. The soles of your feet together, toes are flexed back towards the shins. Your heels, they're about 12, maybe 15 inches away from pelvic bone. Bring your hands back behind you and be on your fingertips. And begin to push your floor away to feel your sternum is lifted. 75 pumps in Kapalabhati breathing. So take a partial inhale. And then sharp exhale through the nose, moving belly. Keep moving the belly, keep the chest lifted, chest is soft. All of the focus is in the belly. And then breathing deeply, as deep as you can. Fill up from inside out. Hold the breath, hold for 10. As you hold, keep feeling as if you're moving your thigh bones away from your hips. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Chest is lifted, but soften the shoulders. Bring your hands forward of your shins and exhale through the mouth. Exhale completely. Touch into chest, pull your belly in. Uddiyana, your belly's pulling in, it pulls up. Keep feeling the lengthening through the spine, lengthening belly away from pelvis, but your shoulders are softening away from your ears. Keep hollowing your belly out. Inhale, release. Push the floor away. Breathe in as you come all the way back up. Your next pose is Kapalabhati breathing in shoelace pose with your left foot over your right. So your left foot is over the right. Your right foot is eased towards the left edge of your mat. That's a difficult reach for you. Then place your left foot onto your right calf or have the foot onto the floor or stay in cross-legged seated. Bring your hands back behind you and then sit up tall. And then inhale for 10. Hold the breath for 10. As you hold, keep feeling of lifting sternum. Feel as if you've been lengthened right up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders away from your hips. Bring your hands forward of your shins and then exhale. Exhale completely. Chin is tucking in. Pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Feel that lengthening the ribs away from sacrum. Feel the moving belly away from the top of your left thigh, but let your shoulders soften away from it. Inhale, release. Push the floor away. Breathe in as you're coming up. Change the cross of your legs. Shoelace with right foot is over your left thigh, just above your knee. Reach out with your heels and flex the toes towards the shin. Find ease in the pose, so make any adjustments. Remember, this is your own practice. Hands back behind, sit tall and breathe in. Inhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 10. Lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. Be active. Bring your hands forward of your shins and exhale from mouth. Exhale completely. Chin is tucking into chest. Pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. You're spreading your ribs. Spread the diaphragm, but soften the shoulders. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away. Breathe in as you come all the way back up. Straighten your legs. Your next pose is spinal twist with one leg straight. So keep your right leg reaching straight forward and bring your left foot over your right leg. So your left foot is reaching towards your right hip. If you're using a strap, you'll be placing the strap between your left calf and thigh and let the strap come to rest. Bring your right arm up and bring it around so it's hugging your left thigh towards the chest. Your left arm is stuck behind you by aligning it with your sacrum. Pressing down into your left sit bone. As you breathe in, lift, lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the left. As you breathe in, lift your belly away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm and lift your chest. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the left. Keep reaching forward with your right foot, spreading the toes. Now breathe in and lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, spiral towards the left. If you're going further, you can bind the hands. You're sliding your right arm between your left thigh and calf, and your left arm is around the back and bind the hands. Or use a strap to bind. If you don't have a strap, then just go as deep as you can into the pose. And then breathe in, deep breath, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the left. Keep both feet active. As you breathe, lift your chest, sternum is lifting up. Lift your collarbones and feel as if you've been lengthened right up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, as you spiral towards the left, feel as if you're easing both shoulders away from each other. And then inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs and change the cross of your legs. Left leg is reaching straight forward. Tuck your right foot in so the heel is towards the ground. The right foot is flat on the floor. Sorry, the right foot is over your left thigh. Heel is moving towards your left hip. You're using the strap. The strap is placed between your right thigh and calf. Left arm is coming around. It's hugging your right thigh towards the chest, and your right arm reaches back, lining up with your sacrum. Pressing down into sit bone and breathing, lengthening ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. As you breathe, lift your belly away from pelvis. Lift your sternum. Lift your collarbones. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. Deep breath. Keep feeling your lengthening lower ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. If you're going further, coming into the bind, just sliding your left arm between your right thigh and calf, and your right arm is around the back where you're binding the hands. Use the strap if you're not able to bind, or just tuck your hands where you can so you get this opening into lower back. And then breathe in deeply. Keep moving belly away from your top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, as you're spiraling towards the right, reach your left foot forward, spread the toes. Don't allow your chest to collapse forward. So breathe, lift your chest. Collarbones are lifting. Feel that opening right across your chest. And as you breathe out, as you spiral towards the left, towards the right, move both shoulders away from each other. Now breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. And exhale, spiraling towards the right. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. And not lying down on your back, shoelace pose with a twist. So your left foot is over your right thigh, just above your knee. Your next pose is twisting shoelace towards your left thigh. So bring your left hand down by your left hip. Flatten the hands onto the floor. As you breathe in, you're reaching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm down so the hand is coming. The arm is pressing against your left thigh. Now breathe into the lower back. Lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your left thigh. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel the energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, allow your body to melt over your left thigh. From your pelvic bowl, breathe and keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding over your left thigh. Inhale, release. Ease on up and change the cross of your leg. Shoelace with your right foot over your left. Left foot eases towards the right edge of the mat, and your right foot is over your left thigh, just above the knee. Your right hand is reaching away from your hip, fingertips are to the floor. And as you breathe in, stretch your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, your left arm is coming down across, so its arm presses against your thigh. Now, left sit bone presses the floor. And breathe in, lengthen side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh. As you breathe in, feel the moving chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, you're folding over the right thigh. Both feet are active. Breathe into lower back. Keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, fold over that right thigh. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away. Breathe in as you ease on out of the pose. You're coming into your abdominal sequence now, starting with elbow to knee. So lie down on your back. Lie down on your back and clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Soles of your feet are on the floor if your back is tweaky. Otherwise, lift your feet off the floor and have the knees bent. The knees are bent at the right angle. Flex the toes towards your shins and reach your heels away from you. Today, we'll do elbow to knee, and then we'll move from elbow to knee to star spiral pulse. Star spiral pulse, you'll be pulsing the legs up towards the sky. I'll count you in when we get there. So lie down on your back. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl elbows up. Reach both elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg out at 45 degrees. Spread the toes. Now relax your right hip and then reach your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. You're reaching out with the balls of your foot. Relax your left hip and then reach your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip and then reach your thigh. Lower the foot about 6 inches as you lengthen your right leg away from you. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Reach your right elbow up, the shoulder blades are off the floor. Now reach your left thigh away from you. Lengthen as you lower your foot about 6 inches. Now pull belly in. Feel this, pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg forward at 45 degrees angle. Relax your right hip. Curl elbows up. Now reach. Keep sending that right thigh forward. Pull belly down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to right knee. Reaching your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Curl elbows up. Reach your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. You should feel this. Belly pulls all the way down to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees. Hold the breath and press your lower back down. Up leveling. Star spiral pulse. Exhale, curl elbows up. Both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Now reach your right leg straight up towards the sky. Flex the toes towards the shins and reach out with your heels. Pull your belly in. Now breathe into your right hip. Deep breath. Keep head and shoulders on the floor and up away from the floor. And as you exhale, curl elbows up and then pulse. Keep pulsing. Keep reaching that right heel to the sky. Now pull belly down. Lift the chest. Reach your elbows up. Belly pulls in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to right knee, straighten your left leg. You're reaching out with the heels, and your toes are flexed to shins. Pull belly in. Breathe into your left hip, star spiral pulse. And as you breathe out, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching that left heel up towards the sky. Pull belly down. Flex the toes to the shins. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Flex the toes towards the shins. Now inhale, and exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your right heel to the sky. Lift the chest. Reach your elbows up. Pull belly in. And as your belly pulls in, press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and lower back presses down. Exhale, curl tailbones up, both elbows to right knee. Straighten your left leg. You're reaching out with the heels, toes flex the shins. Pull your belly in. Breathe into your left hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your left heel to the sky. Flex the toes to the shins. Pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to the floor. Pull your belly in more. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbones up, elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. You're reaching out with the heels, toes back to shins. Breathe into your right hip. And as you breathe out, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your right heel up towards the sky. Flex the toes to shins. Pull belly in. Now, as your belly pulls in, press your lower back to floor. Feel as if you're moving your belly away from the top of your right thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbones up, elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Left leg reaches up, toes are flexed to shins, and you reach out with the heels. Pull your belly in. Now breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep reaching your left heel to the sky. Pull your belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor, and place your feet down onto the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees to the side. Allow your body just to let go from that last pose. Just take a breath and noticing how your body feels in the pose and when you're out of the pose. Just feel for taking that energy into your body and letting go of all that does not serve you as you're in the pose. Your next pose today is bridge. So soles of your feet onto the floor. Lining up your heels with your sit bones and reaching down with your fingertips and brushing the heels with your fingertips, and let your arms come to rest by your side. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. As you press your feet to the floor, as you breathe in, lengthening ribs away from waist and move chest to chin. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up, away from the floor. Now breathe into your heart and energize your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, lifting up, pushing the floor away as you lift. Keep the inner thighs as if they're squeezing towards each other, and using this to help to open up your lower back. And breathe. Breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, lift up. Feel as if you're pressing pubic bone towards the sky. Press your feet to the floor, and as you breathe in, feel as if you're drawing energy from the earth. Move this through your feet, through the ankles, up into calves, into thighs. Move that through the whole of your body. And as you breathe out, as you tilt pelvis, move your chest towards your chin. Relax your throat and relax your jaw. Now breathe into your side ribs and fill up with this breath. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis and send thighs and knees away from you. One more breath. Breathe into your area. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis and lower your upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to floor. Keeping the tilt. Your next pose today is an abdominal pose, twisted root. So cross your left leg over your right, and if you can, cross your left ankle onto the right calf. You can do this pose with feet onto the floor, or if you have a wall, you can move to the wall and have your foot up against the wall. Place your hands behind your head and neck. From here, hands are clasped behind head and neck, legs across. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl elbows up and reach your knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze hip bone, pull belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbones up. Now reach your thighs, knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull belly down. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. Release the hands and bring your hands on the midpoint of your left thigh. Keeping head and shoulders to floor. Breathe into lower back and spread ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against the hands. Now squeeze sit bone to tailbone and pull belly in. Relax pelvis and then breathe into lower back. Deep breath. Feel for spreading the breath through the back. Exhale, curl tailbones up and press hands against thighs. Thighs against hands. Pull belly down to floor. Inhale, release. Unwind and change cross of your legs. Right is over left. If you can make the second cross, make the second cross. That's your hands behind your head and neck. Activate your feet. Press your lower back to floor and then breathe in. Lift your head, lift your chest, and reach your elbows up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull lower belly down to floor. Relax pelvis and then breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, curl tailbones up and reach your knees straight up. Lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Now squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull lower belly down to floor. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. Release your hands. Place your hands on the midpoint of your right thigh. Feet still active. Now breathe into lower back. Feel for spreading the breath through the back, spreading the lower ribs to the floor. And exhale, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against the hands. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull belly down to floor. Relax pelvis and then breathe into lower back. Exhale, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against the hands, feet active, pull belly in. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs and bring the soles of your feet together so knees are out towards the side. Relax your arms overhead and just give yourself a moment of noticing how your body feels right now. Finding that space, that moment of joy. It may be accompanied with some discomfort, but keep searching for how your body feels. And notice your reactions to each of the poses. Use your hands and draw your knees together. Grab hold of your block or your roll for your next pose, another abdominal pose. This is gate opener. So you lie down on your back, the roll is placed between your thighs, your hands are placed behind your head and neck. Feet are reaching straight out and up towards the sky. If your hamstrings are tight, your knees will be bent. Otherwise, straighten your legs and reach out with the balls of your feet. Take a deep breath into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Now squeeze the roll, and then stretching your legs up towards the ceiling, belly pulls in. Inhale, place your left hand onto the roll, and then straddle your legs. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbones up, send your thighs out towards the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Now squeeze the roll again, and then stretching your legs to the sky, belly pulls in. Inhale, place your right hand onto the roll, and straddle the legs. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, press your hands down onto the roll. Bend your legs out towards the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Squeeze the roll again, and then stretch your legs to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, left hand is onto the roll, straddle the legs. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, press your hands down onto the roll. Send your legs out towards the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs up. This time, reach out with your heels and flex the toes to shins. And as you breathe out, lift your head, lift your chest. Now squeeze the roll again. Send your heels up, flex the toes, elbows to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, place your right hand onto the roll, straddle your legs. This time you're reaching your heels away from you, toes are flexed to shins. Now curl up and press your hands down as you're stretching your legs to the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Exhale, bend the knees and place your feet down onto the floor. Roll to your side, right side. Bring your left hand down by your chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you come all the way up. And come all the way up to stand. Today, your next pose is unlocking the shoulders. You're unlocking the shoulders in horse stance. So from here, your feet will be about 2.5 feet away from each other. Your knees are bent, the toes are turned out towards the side. Bend your elbow, reach your elbow up. So we'll work with the right side. So your right elbow is bent. Elbow and shoulders are aligned. Fingers are reaching straight up. Now take a deep breath into the upper back. And as you breathe out, glide the shoulders down and reach your right elbow forward. Place your left thumb into your right armpit. The fingers are onto your scapula. Breathe into the right side of your upper back. And as you breathe out, as you glide the shoulders down and back, you're reaching your elbow forward on your right side. Place your left hand onto your right bicep. Only do this if you've not dislocated your shoulder. And then breathe in deeply. Now feel as if you raise your bicep up, and as you exhale, glide your bicep all the way forward until you reach your elbow joint. And then breathe into upper back. Deep breath. Feel for spreading the ribs, spread the upper back. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder down. Press your arm against your elbow. Elbow presses against the hands. Shoulders are down. Keep reaching your right elbow forward. Feel your pectoral muscles are engaging. Spreading the fingers. And then release. Other side. Lift your left arm up and you're reaching it forward. Now breathe into the left side of your upper back. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder down, reach your left elbow forward. Place your right hand, your thumb is into your armpits, fingers are onto scapula. Now breathe into the left side of your upper back. And as you breathe out, as you glide your left shoulder down, reaching your left elbow forward, feel as if you're contracting the ribs, you feel your pectoral muscles are engaging. Place your right hand onto your left bicep. Only do this if you've not dislocated your shoulder. Now breathe into upper back, deep breath. Feel the energy into the left side of your upper back. Hold the breath. Now feel as if you're lifting your bicep up. And as you breathe out, glide your bicep all the way forward until you reach the elbow joint. Breathe into upper back, deep breath, spreading the upper back. And as you breathe out, as you glide your left shoulder down, press your arm against your elbow. Elbow presses against your hands. Shoulders are down. And then release. From here, reaching both arms, elbows up. Elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. Spreading the fingers. Stay deep into the pose. Knees are bent. Now take a deep breath into upper back. Feel for spreading the ribs, spread the upper back. And as you breathe out, as you glide the shoulders down, reach your elbows forward. Now squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Feel your pectoral muscles are engaging. Relax your upper back and then breathe in. Spread the breath through the whole of your upper back. And as you breathe out, reach your elbows forward. Squeeze your elbows in. The shoulders, allow them to soften away from your ears. Relax your upper back and then breathe in. Breathe into upper back. Spread the breath through the whole of your upper back. And as you breathe out, elbows forward, shoulders down. Lift your chest as you reach your elbows forward. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. One more deep breath. Spreading the ribs, spread the upper back. Exhale, shoulders down. Now lift the chest as you reach your elbows forward. Squeeze your elbows in as if you're squeezing a great big beach ball. And release. Heel and toe feet together. Stand, heel, toe feet together. And then coming back down onto your mat for dolphin. So in your dolphin pose, your hands are onto your biceps to measure your distance. Your elbows are down on the floor directly under the shoulders. You're reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers and the web of your hand. Keep the neck and shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath into upper back. Lift, spread your upper back and curl your toes under. And as you breathe out, lift your knees off the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your chest back to thighs and knees. Now breathe in deeply and expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, reach back, reach your heels to the floor. Relax your throat, relax your neck. Breathe into the front of your heart, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you press your forearms to the floor, feel the inner arms are working as you reach back. As you breathe in, feel for breathing into pelvis. And as you breathe out, move your pelvis, belly away from pelvis, heels to floor. You're working deeper today. Anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, stretch it back, spread the toes. You're breathing into your left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg back and away from you. On the next breath, as you breathe, send your left thigh away from your left hip. And as you breathe out, lower your left foot to the floor. Anchor into your left leg. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Breathe into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back. Push the floor away. Send your right thigh away from right hip. On the next breath, as you breathe, send your right thigh bone back. And as you breathe out, keep lengthening your right leg away from you as you lower your right foot to the floor. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to floor. And then from here, come onto your knees for bird wing. Your bird wing pose, you're onto your knees, your arms are out towards the side. Tuck your elbows in so the elbows are tucked into the side of your body. When you breathe in, draw your arms together here. Fingers may touch. When you exhale, lift the chest and then open your arms out towards the side. Keep the elbows tucked in. The elbows want to do this, keep them tucked in. And then breathe in, arms together. And as you breathe out, lift the chest and then open out a little bit more. Deep breath, bring your arms together. And as you breathe out, raise your chest and then open. Elbows squeeze towards each other, keep the elbows tucking in. Breathe in. And exhale. Chest is lifting, shoulders are softening down. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. One more, breathe in. And as you breathe out, as you open up, ease your arms back, shoulders down. And inhale, release. Come on to stand for your next pose, which is Agnisara. Do Agnisara with hand passes. So in your Agnisara with hand passes, you're standing in with your feet about 2.5 feet away from each other, maybe 3. Your knees are aligned with your hips. Your knees are aligned with your ankles and your toes are facing out towards the side. Knees are bent, sit bones presses down. Place your left hand over your right, bend the knees. Now take a deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, hands to the sky. Agnisara, slow, bellies in and release. All the way back and release. All the way back and release. Reach your arms out to side, hands back to chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, Agnisara, bellies in and release. All the way back. Keep pressing feet to floor, toes are lifted. Hands forward, hands back to chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Agnisara. Go slow. All on the same breath, keep moving the belly. Hands to chest. Breathe in. Hands to earth. Exhale. Agnisara, going slow. Right hand is on left. Breathe in. Hands to sky. Exhale. Agnisara, go fast. Fast as you can. Keep moving the belly. Hands out to side, hands back to chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Move the belly fast as you can. Hands to chest, hands forward, hands back to chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Move faster. Hands to chest, namaste. Breathe in. Hands to earth. Exhale. Moving belly. Keep stuck in. Feet pressing down. Keep moving belly. And then release. Heel, toe, feet together. And come to the front of your mat. Coming into your salutations. So if you need, your knees need it, have your blanket or towel or your mat ready to support your knees. Stand at the front of your mat. Pressing down with your feet, lift the toes, spread the toes, spreading the balls of your feet. And as you exhale, bring your hands together at your chest. As you press your feet to the floor, breathe in and reach your arms out and up towards the sky, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Press your left shin to the floor, and as you breathe, and then reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Push the floor away with your right leg as you stretch your arms up. And exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach your back into heels. Now bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down. Keep the elbows tucked in as you come all the way down. Watch you down, reach your legs back, and bring your hands forward, 12 inches, low cobra. As you breathe in, move your chest and reach forward as you're lengthening your legs back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release. Lower down, hands under the shoulders. Breathe in, curl toes under. Exhale, press it back. Downward dog. Feel for pushing floor away. Lunge, inhale, step. Left foot forward between the hands. Right knees to the floor. You're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step. Your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand. Lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together, action. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Shoulders soften, knees are bent. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, scoop chest forward away from thighs and knees. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra. As you breathe in, move chest and ribs forward, lengthening legs back. Exhale, release, lower down and press it back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand. Right foot eases towards right edge of the mat. Turn your right foot forward, push the floor away as you stretch your arms to the sky. Bend the front knee. And as you exhale, hands down and step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. Bend the knees or come on straight down. Cobra, breathe in. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Keep your elbows tucked in. And exhale, release. Lower down, press it back. Downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step. Right foot forward by your right hand. Here's your left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Turn your left foot forward. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Bend that front knee. Exhale, hands down. And step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. From here, bend the knees. And as you breathe out, lower down, keep elbows in. Dash your hands behind your back for both. And then breathe in, lift chest, lift legs. Lengthen your legs back, spread the toes. Reach your arms down towards your heels, but soften the shoulders. Chin is tucked to chest. Exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders, breathe in, toes curled under. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, hop legs between the hands. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bellies in. Chair pose, breathe in, knees are bent, arms are reaching up, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, stand, hands together at your chest. Press your feet to floor, breathe in, reach your arms to sky. Lift the chest, reach your arms up, spread the fingers. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee, and float your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keep elbows tucked in. Hands forward, low cobra. As you breathe in, move chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders, press it back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, right leg steps forward between the hands, left knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands together at your chest. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, sweeping your arms out and up. Let your shoulders be soft. Bend the knees, elbow touch the floor. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest forward away from thighs and knees. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. From here, lower down to about 2 inches from the floor. And then breathe into upward facing dog. Tops of the feet on the floor, knees away from the floor. Keep lengthening chest forward as you're stretching your legs back. And exhale, release. Either lower down and press it back, or press straight back into downward facing dog. Feel for pushing the floor away in downward dog. You can bend the elbows, do turbo dog. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Warrior one, inhale. Step your left foot forward by your left hand. Ease your right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you rise up for warrior one. Bend that front knee and reach back to the edge of your right foot. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Keep the elbows tucked in. Cobra, breathe in. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen the legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down and press it back. Downward dog. Feel for pushing the floor away. Warrior one, breathe in. Step. Right foot forward by the right hand. Ease left foot towards the left edge of the mat and rise up. Arms reach to the sky. Bend that front knee. Exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels and feel as if you reach your elbows back to the hips. And as you breathe out, lower down to about 2 inches from floor. And then breathe into upward facing dog. Move chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back. Tailbone tucks the heels. And as you breathe out, press it back. Downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. Bend the elbows. Do turbo dog. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Feel the broadening across your back. From here, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, hop your legs between the hands. And as you breathe out, forward bend, bellies in. Chair pose, knees are bent. And as you breathe in, arms to sky. Spread the fingers, soften shoulders. Exhale, hands together at your chest. Tailbone tucks down and belly pulls in. So moving through a number of standing poses now, we'll move fairly quickly through these poses. If you want to take a drink now. And then we'll get moving on these poses. Series of standing poses starting with warrior two. So from here, inhale, step your right leg back, warrior two. Your back foot, your right foot is square to the short edge of the mat. Reach your arms out towards the side, bend the front knee. Your front heel, left heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. Arms reach out. Relax your arms down by your side, shoulder shrugs. Now breathe into upper back, deep breath. Spread the ribs, spread the upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders, squeeze. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. And as you exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders. Keep chest lifted, shoulders down. And release. Float your arms out towards the side. Your next pose today is eagle. As you breathe in, bring your left arm over your right and bind your hands. And as you breathe out, shoulders soften away from you. Now breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, soften the shoulders down. On the next breath, lift your elbows up. Elbows are higher than heart. And as you breathe out, reach your elbows forward. Keep the elbows high. Feel the side ribs are open. Press into your feet, and as you breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, reach your elbows forward. Inhale, release. Put your arms out to side. Reverse warrior. As you breathe in, stretching right arm up over your right ear. And as you breathe out, reversing. The right hand is now below or above your right knee. Your left arm is reaching over your left ear. If your back is tweaking, bring your right hand higher up onto your hip. You can slide your right arm all the way around and tuck it onto your left thigh by your hip. Press it down into your right leg and then breathe in. Press your right foot to the floor, lengthen side ribs away from right hip. And as you press your left foot to the floor, reach your left arm over your left hip. Relax your right ear with right shoulder. Now breathe in and feel your lifting. Move your belly away from pelvis. Feel your chest moves towards your chin. And as you breathe out, wrap in that left shoulder as that left shoulder reaches over your left ear. Use your left arm, breathe in to pull your body up. Use your right hand to support your head. Place your left forearm onto your left thigh for extended warrior variation. Bring your right hand all the way around the back, tuck it onto your left thigh by your hip. As you breathe in, glide your ribs forward on your left side, ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from your ear. Anchor into your right foot and breathe in. Move your belly forward away from pelvis. Move your chest to chin. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your right ear. Place your left hand down onto the floor on the outside of your left foot, or have it onto the ankle, the calf, or have the hand have a block onto the floor. The triangle, that's your next pose. So from here, as you breathe in, left arm is down, either the floor, ankle, or calf, or the block, stretching your right arm up towards the sky. As you press into your left leg, breathe in and glide your left ribs forward away from left hip. And as you breathe out, throw your chest open as you reach your right arm to sky. As you breathe in, keep tracting your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, reach up with your right fingertips to the sky. On the next breath, slide your right arm all the way around the back and tuck it onto your left thigh. So you're using your right arm against your back. And as you breathe out, glide your shoulders down away from your knee. From here, interlock, bending your left knee and place your left arm under your left thigh and bind it with the right arm that's already there. If that's not accessible for you today, place your left hand onto the floor or a block by your left foot. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening your left side ribs forward away from hip. And as you press into your left foot, send your left sit bone back towards your right heel. Deep breath, inhale, keep stretching, lengthening the ribs forward. And as you breathe out, shoulders down. Release your hands down either side of your front foot. And then ease your left foot slightly towards the left edge of the mat, setting you up for twisting warrior. From here, bring your right arm over your left thigh, and your left arm is on top, twisting warrior. Reach back into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lengthen your ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, you're rolling chest open towards the left. Breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, opening your chest towards the left, both shoulders down. Breathe into lower back, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the left. Interlock, twisting warrior interlock. So sliding your right arm over and then under your left thigh. Left arm is around the back and bind the hands. Or you're using a strap to bind. You're using the strap is under your left thigh. So the left hand comes around the right hip, takes hold of the strap by the right hip. Right hand comes around, takes hold of the strap by the left. You can place your right knee to the floor. If you don't have a strap and you can't make the bind, then right hand is onto your left hip, left hand is onto right hip. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open towards the left. Deep breath, press into your left foot and move your belly forward away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, glide both shoulders down. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor, either side of your left foot, and place your right knee to the floor. Twisting pigeon towards your left thigh. So you're bringing your left foot towards the right edge of the mat. Your hips are facing forward. You can place a block or a cushion or a blanket under your left sit bone. From here, straighten your right leg. Reach your right leg straight back. And then bring your left hand down by your left hip on the outside of the thigh. Right arm is coming up, it comes over the thigh. Try to get your right sit bone back down towards the floor. If it doesn't touch the floor, it doesn't matter. Just try to have your pelvis aligned. Hips are facing forward. And press back into your right leg. And as you breathe in, glide your right ribs forward on the right side. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your left thigh. You're creating a half moon shape on the right side of your body. So now feel this into your left glute and breathing. Keep lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you fold over your left thigh, try to get your right hip closer to the floor. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, folding a little deep. Inhale, release. Walk your hands back onto the shoulders. And then ease your left foot forward at a right angle. Just pigeon sternum to foot. If your knees are tweaky, then your heels is tucked into by the groin. And you're folding diagonally this way. Otherwise, you're sitting on your left sit bone. And then breathe in, take hold of your left foot with both hands. As you press down into your left sit bone, breathe in, lift your belly away from the thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your left foot. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, fold towards the right foot, straighten your right, fold towards your left foot, straighten your right leg. One more breath here, deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, folding a little deep. Inhale, release. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot and step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, walk your feet forward towards your hands. And then stand. Your next pose from here is dolphin against the wall. So move anything that's against the wall out of the way so your feet will be up against the wall. You're doing dolphin against the wall with one leg up, or you have the variations with the dolphin. So just working through those dolphins, you're starting with your feet up against the wall, your hands are onto your biceps to measure your distance. Your elbows are down under the shoulders, and you're reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers. Neck is relaxed. From here, you breathe into upper back, lift, spread your upper back, toes curled under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor, and reach your chest back to thighs and knees. So you can stay here. If you're staying here, work with up to 8 breaths in this pose. If you're going further, you can place one foot onto the wall, 3 to 4 breaths on one side. Foot comes down, 3 to 4 breaths on the other side. If you're going deeper into the pose, step 1 foot onto the wall, followed by the next. Feet about 3 feet away from the floor. Then from here, you're stretching your left leg right up towards the sky. 3 to 4 breaths. Deep breaths into your left hip. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg up towards the sky. Move your chest towards the chin. Belly is in. Deep breath. Feel the broadening across your upper back, spreading those ribs. And everybody push the floor away with your forearms as you lengthen back, chest towards the wall. Belly pulls in.
One more if you're working with your legs up. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back. Keep sending that leg, straight leg, away from you. Place the foot back onto the floor or the wall. And then anchor into the foot that's been placed to the floor and breathe in. Lift your other leg up, right leg reaches up. And as you breathe out, stretch it away. Keep the neck relaxed. And breathe into your right hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, send your right leg back and away from you. And as you breathe out, release. Place the foot back onto the wall and then step again. Take a breath in, embryo. And then notice how your body's feeling now. And then come to stand at the front of your mat. Stand with your feet together, you're standing at the front of your back of the mat. Warrior 2. Breathe in, step your left foot back. Warrior 2. That left foot is spraying to the short edge of the mat. Your feet are 3.5 feet away from each other, maybe a lot bit longer if your legs are long. Bend the front knee and line up your front heel with the arc of the back foot. Press down with both feet, lift the toes. Arms relaxed by your side. Shoulder shrugs. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Stay deep into pose. Inhale into upper back. Spread the ribs across your back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders and draw down. And release. Throw your arms out to the side. Eagle. As you breathe in, bring your right arm over your left and bind your hands. And as you breathe out, shoulders down. Stay deep into the pose. Bend that front knee. Press down with the little toe side of your right foot so the knee does not turn inward. Now from pelvic bone, breathe in, lift your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, strong legs, lift your elbows up, reach your elbows forward. Elbows are higher than shoulders. And breathe into the back of your heart, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach your elbows forward. Inhale, release. Put your arms out to side. Reverse warrior. As you breathe in, stretching your left arm up, opening the left side ribs. And as you breathe out, the left arm comes down below or above your left knee. Stretch your right arm over your right hip. Your back feels it needs it. Bring your left hand higher up onto your hip. And you can also slide the hands all the way around the back. So breathe in deeply. Keep feeling that you're lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, reaching that right arm over your right hip. As you breathe, lift your belly away from pelvis. Feel your chest as it moves to chin. And as you breathe out, reach that right arm over right ear, spreading the fingers. One more breath, lengthen, feel as if you're lengthening away from the top of your left thigh. As your right foot presses to the floor, reach your right arm over ears. Feel your side muscles, intercostal muscles are opening. Use your right arm, breathe in to pull your body up. Use your left hand to support your head. Extended warrior variation. You're placing your right forearm onto your right thigh, Left arm is reaching around the back, it's tucking onto your thigh by your hip. Press down into your right leg as you breathe and lift your side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from your left hip. Anchor into your left foot, and as you breathe in, move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your hip. On the next breath, draw your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, sink a little deeper, bending that front knee. From here, straighten your right leg, and then bring your right hand down towards the floor. Either on the floor, the ankle, the calf, you can use a block. Your next pose is triangle. You're releasing your left arm and stretching your left arm up towards the sky. As you press into your right leg, breathe in, glide your ribs away from right hip. And as your right arm reaches down, stretching your left arm to sky. Anchor into your left leg, and then breathe in, stretch your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm all the way around the back and tuck it onto your right thigh. Now breathe in and lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And exhale, relax your jaw. Interlock. On the next breath, bend your right knee and slide your right arm under your right thigh and bind it with the left arm around the back. You can, if that's not working for you, place your right hand onto the floor by the inside of your right foot, and then roll the shoulders open. If that's still harder or stronger than you want it to be, place your right hand onto the thigh. Now breathe in. You're pressing into your right leg and lengthening your right ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. On the next breath, draw your chest forward towards your chin. Press your feet to the floor and glide your right sit bone back towards your left heel. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Step your left foot slightly towards the left edge of the mat. Your next pose is Warrior One. So from here, as you breathe in, press your feet to the floor. As you rise up, arms reach to the sky, Warrior One. Arms are reaching straight up, bending that front knee. Pressing back into your left leg as you breathe in, stretch up with your left arm. And as you breathe out, twisting Warrior. Your left arm is over your right leg, your right hand is on top. You've made a fist with your left arm, and your right arm is on top. Breathe into lower back, lengthen lower ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open towards the right. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. From your pelvic bowl, as you breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your hip. Interlock Warrior. As you breathe in, slide your left arm under the right thigh, on the outside, and your right arm reaches around the back behind the hand. If you're not able to make that bind, then use the strap. If you're using the strap is under your right thigh. Your right hand reaches around towards your left hip, takes hold of the strap. Left arm reaches around towards the right hip, takes hold of the strap. If you don't have the strap, grab hold of your hip or grab hold of clothing. Press into your left leg, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs forward on your left side. Press your right foot to the floor, twist away from your right thigh. Now breathe in deeply. Keep feeling that you're moving your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder down. You can place your left foot knee to the floor. One more breath, deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, twist away from your right thigh. Inhale, release. Place your hands down onto the floor, either side of your front foot. Your left knee to the floor. Your next pose is twisting pigeon towards your right thigh. So your right foot has moved towards the left edge of the mat. Straighten your left leg. Bring your right hand by your right hip and reach the hand away from that hip. Get down, feel as if you're pressing, going down into pelvis, breathe and lengthen the ribs up. And as you breathe out, your left elbow comes down on the outside of your right thigh. Straighten your left leg as much as you can. And then as you breathe in, lengthen your side ribs away from your left hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh. Feel for creating a half moon shape through the left side of your body. As you breathe in, feel as if you're moving belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh. Send your left leg back. Notice where you're feeling this now, finding that moment of ecstasy in the pose. And breathe in deeply. And exhale, as you fold a little deeper, send your left hip closer to floor. Inhale, release. Twisting pigeon or sternum to foot. So you're bringing your right foot up so it's at a right angle. That sometimes sends your left foot slightly bent. You're sitting on your right sit bones. Your left arm comes across, it takes hold of the arc of your right foot. Your right arm comes across and it takes hold of that arm. You're pressing down into your right sit bones. Breathe in, lift your side ribs up. And as you breathe out, you're moving your chest towards the instep of the foot. You can come forward slightly so that your sit bones may be off the floor. You may have the flexibility to have your sit bones on the floor or pad it with a block, blanket or towel. And then breathe in, keep lifting, lengthening away from your right side. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your sternum towards your right foot. You'll feel this into hamstrings, you'll feel this into glutes. And breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deep. And then inhale, release. The ears are out. So your next pose from here is standing pigeon. In your standing pigeon, you'll probably do this up against the wall. So I'll show you, you're doing this up against the wall, you're effectively standing against the wall, just standing up against the wall. It's a balancing pose, so you're working towards being able to do this pose away from the wall. But today I'll show you against the wall. You're standing straight down with your right leg. You're lifting your left leg up. You reach your right hand down, take hold of your foot. You lift the foot up. You take hold of the foot with both hands. As you breathe in, your knees come up, your feet is coming at a right angle, it's coming towards your chest. So you're breathing in and feel as if you're lengthening left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your foot towards your chest. So if you're doing this away from the wall, you're standing down on your right foot, you're lifting your left foot up, taking hold of the foot. The foot comes out, and then move the foot towards your chest. The foot wants to come down, you're lifting it up. You're keeping it aligned with your chest. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're drawing the foot towards the chest. So either doing this up against the wall or do this freestanding. 3 breaths on each side. So keep that going. Breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, drawing the foot towards your chest. If neither of those are working for you, then do pigeon on your back. Pigeon on your back. You'll be lying down on your back, straightening your left leg, straightening your right leg. You're bending your left knee, take hold of the foot, and then keeping head and shoulders to the floor. You're breathing into the lower back. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your left foot towards your chest. You're easing your left thigh away from him. So again, stay there, do your breaths 3 to 5 breaths on one side, and then change to the other side. So everyone finishing up and doing this onto the right side. You're standing down on your left foot. You're lifting your right leg up. You take hold of the foot with your left hand. The foot is coming up towards the sternum. Breathe in and lengthening up away from your waist. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your right foot towards your chest. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, drawing that foot towards the chest. If this is high, if this is difficult while standing, do this on the floor. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, drawing the foot. Keep the foot high. Keep the foot aligned with your chest. Soften the shoulders. Last one. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, drawing that foot in a little bit more. And then inhale, release. From here, come back to standing. And your next pose is twine and bind. Twine and bind. In your twine and bind, you'll be starting here. Your knees will be bent. You'll need a strap for this pose. So have a strap. Okay, I won't do that part. So bend the knees, so your knees are bent like so. Bend the knees, and then bring your left elbow over your right thigh. Make a fist with your left hand and place your right hand on top. As you press down into your heels, as you breathe in, feel the lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, twist away from your right thigh. As you breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, twist to the right. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. One more breath. Breathe in and feel the moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. Then inhale, release. From here, bring your feet slightly wider, so they're about 4 inches or so. So it's about the width of a block. You're sliding your left arm between your thighs, and your right arm is around the back and behind the hand. You're not able to make that bind, you're using the strap. So first of all, if you're binding the hands, left arm slides between the thighs around your left thigh. Right arm is around the back and make the bind. Then you breathe in, you press down into your left foot, lengthens left ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the right. You're not making the bind, use a strap. The strap is by your left hip. Your left hand slides on the inside of left thigh and bind using the strap. You're twisting towards the right. 3 breaths. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the right. Breathe in, keep lengthening ribs away from sacrum on your left side. And as you breathe out, twist to the right. And inhale, release. And do this the other side. So you're starting with your feet together, your knees are bent. As you breathe in, you're bringing your right arm over your left thigh, making a fist with your right hand, placing your left hand on top. Right ear relaxes with right shoulder. Feel as if you're pressing down into heels. And as you breathe in, stretch your right ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, twisting towards the left. Both shoulders are down. As you breathe in, feel the moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, open it out towards the left. On the next breath, draw your chest forward towards your chin. Feel as if you're sitting back into heels, twist away from your left thigh. Inhale, release. Half twine and bind. So your feet, they're about be 4 inches or so away from each other. Your right arm is sliding under your right thigh and around towards the right. Your left arm slides around the back and bind the hands by your right hip. If you're needing the strap, then take hold of the strap with your left hand. The left hand is coming down by your right hip. Right hand slides under and binds with the strap. Your feet are about 4 inches away. Now breathe in and lengthen your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, rolling the chest open towards the left. As you breathe, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Release the strap. And then come into a squatting position. So you're starting with your feet. They are just beyond hip distance apart. So, and then your knees are bent. Bring your hands down. So bring the hands together, clasp your hands together in prayer position. Sitting down, so you're not sitting down, you're onto the soles of your feet if you can, lift the toes. Now as you press your feet to the floor, breathe in and lengthen belly up away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sit deeper, lift the toes, spread the toes, the balls of your feet. Breathe in and lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, feel for sitting deeper into pose. On the next breath, breathe in and keep lifting belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, soften the shoulders. Inhale, release. Release the hands down onto the floor and come on down into a seated position. You have your strap. You have your strap and your blanket or your towel to pad your lower back. This next pose is called cross-tied. In your cross-tied pose, you'll be doing this. You'll be placing the strap around your right ankle, like so. The strap you'll be lying down on your back, so that's why you're padding your back. So lie down on your back. The strap is around your right ankle. The right foot comes up. It comes over your head. Some of you will be able to put your right foot behind your head. So if you can do that without the strap, that's where you're going. You're using the strap for those of us who can't. You put the foot behind the head without the strap. You use the strap behind the back of your head. You take hold of the strap with your left hand and draw the foot as close towards the back of your head as you can. Your right arm slides forward between your right thigh. Your hand can stay here on the floor, or you reach it forward, bending your left knee, take hold of your left foot, and send your left thigh and knee forward. Cross-tie, this is your pose. So you're breathing into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send your left thigh and knee forward. Deep breath, inhale. Keep feeling for opening into that right hip. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your right foot further behind your head if you can. One more breath here. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, release. You're easing out of this pose. Place your right foot back down onto the floor. Keep the knee bent. Bend your left knee. Take hold of your left foot and place a strap around your ankle. You're taking hold of your left foot with your right hand, and you're bringing your you're bringing your left foot behind your head if you can. If otherwise, you're using the strap behind the back of your skull. And then breathe in, keep breathing into your left hip. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your left foot closer behind your head. You can have your left hand over your left thigh. And breathe into lower back. Feel as if you're easing left thigh away from hip. And as you breathe out, feel for easing your right thigh away from you. You can take hold of your right foot below the shin. And you're reaching your right thigh away in opposite direction. And then breathe in deeply. Keep feeling for opening into left hip and hip flexors. And as you breathe out, opening out a little bit more. And then inhale, release. From here, you're lying down on your back. Back release pose. So lie down on your back. Soles of your feet onto the floor. Lift your soles of both feet on the floor. So lift your left foot up and cross your left foot over your right thigh. Reach out with your heels. Slide your left arm between the triangle and lift your right foot off the floor. Take hold of the back of your right thigh or your right shin. Head and shoulders are on the floor. Now breathe deeply into your lower back and spread your ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder. Both feet are active. Feel as if you're easing your left thigh away from left hip. Now breathe into lower back. Use the breath to spread the lower back to the floor. And as you breathe out, you're drawing that right knee closer towards that right shoulder. One more breath here. Deep breath. Inhale. And as you breathe out, drawing that knee in a little more. Get the neck relaxed. Back of the neck is long. And then inhale, release. Cross your right foot over your left thigh, just above the knee. Reach out with the heels. Flex the toes to shin. Slide your right arm between your right thigh and calf. Take hold of the back of your left thigh or take hold of your left shin. Feet are active, head and shoulders are onto the floor. Breathe into lower back and spread your breath into lower back. And as you breathe out, drawing your left knee towards your left shoulder. Easing your right thigh away from right hip. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, drawing that left knee in a little bit more. One more breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your left knee towards your left shoulder. Then inhale, release. Place both feet down onto the floor and roll towards your left side. Bring your right hand onto the floor by your chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you come all the way up. Your next pose is classical spinal twist using a strap. So in your classical spinal twist, you're sitting down and you're bringing your left foot towards your right hip. And your left foot towards your right hip, your right foot over towards your left hip. The left foot is now flat onto the floor. Place the strap around your right ankle. So the strap is around your right ankle and it's over the right foot is flat onto the floor towards your left hip. Move the strap down the outside to the left side of your body and then move it all the way around the back so it comes around towards your right side. Use your right hand, reach your right hand forward and take hold of the strap with your right hand by the left hip. Bring your right hand all the way around the back and then take hold of the strap by your left ankle. Pressing down into your right sit bone and breathe in, stretch, lengthen out of your right side. Press your right foot to the floor as you twist towards the right. Now breathe in and lift your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, twist away from your right thigh. Deep breath, keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're twisting towards the right. Let your shoulders be soft away from your ears. And then inhale, release. Unwind your arms, unwind the cross of your legs. Setting up for the other side. So your right foot is moving towards your left hip, your left sit bone. Your left foot has come over towards the right side. Your left foot is now flat. Sole of the foot is flat onto the floor. The strap is around your left ankle. Slide the strap down by the right side, by the right hip. Slide it all the way around the back. So the strap is now coming up towards the outside of your left calf. Your right arm, it slides around the front and takes hold of the strap with your right hand. Left hand reaches around the back and takes hold of the strap by your left ankle. You're pressing down into your left sit bone. As you breathe in, lift your belly up away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, twist towards the left. Press your left foot to the floor. And then breathe in, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, twisting to the left a little bit more. Deep breath, keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the left, relax both shoulders down. Now feed your heart with this breath, deep breath. And exhale, twist, twisting away from your left thigh. And inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your arms, unwind the cross of your legs, and lie down on your backs. You're lying down in your final pose into Shavasana. So if you want to put on any warm clothing or anything like that, then do so, and then lie down. Let your arms relax down by your side, let your shoulders be soft away from your ears. Shoulders are soft. Relax in the back of your skull and relax your forehead. Eye sockets to relax. And feel that your eyes are closed, so feel as if you're, really focused, but taking any tension away from the front of your forehead. Feels as if you're looking into this darkness, almost as if you're searching for that glint of some light. And stay focused, stay with this. Not trying to analyze it, just allowing your body to feel. Eyes are closed. But it feels as if you're looking into that darkness. Feel what images are conjured up as you stay with this. Eyes are closed.
As you're lying here, just notice what you're feeling. Feeling that moments of fear, of dread, feeling vulnerable, and feeling for that ecstasy. Allowing your body to get excited by that feeling of ecstasy that you find in the pose. Allowing yourself to feel this and not shying away from this. Relax your jaw, and this is a good moment to open your mouth and moving your jaw from side to side. So not allowing that rigidity to stay in your body. So let that go now. Your neck is relaxed. And feeling your body opens up. The more you unlock the jaw. Relax your neck and let your shoulders be soft. Soften the area around your sternum as if you're lifting your chest bones up away from your heart, creating space for your heart and for your lungs. Feel for that broadening across your upper back and then let it go. Let your shoulders glide away from your ears. Relax your mid-back. As you work towards your lower back, slightly tuck into tailbone and feeling the release into hips, into pelvis. Relax your pelvis completely. And feel that warm glow of energy that moves into the pelvic area. Feels as if you're moving thigh bones away from pelvis. Allow yourself to be opened up a little bit more, using your breath. And feel for lengthening your thighs away from pelvis. And then soften your thighs, soften your hamstrings, soften your quadriceps. Now feel that release the back of your thighs, the back of your knees, and then release the side of your knees and the front of your knees. Soften your calves. Relax your shins and ankles. And then relax your feet, relax your toes. Feel as if your thighs, as they move out towards the side, as they just relax. Not using your ligaments nor your muscles to hold on. Just let your body, just let it be free. Let it do what it wants to do, not holding it back. Soften your shoulders. And relax your triceps and biceps. Let your elbows be soft. And relax your forearms. Relax your wrists, your hands. Relax your fingers. Still your mind. And just stay with feeling. Observing what you feel. Allow yourself to feel the energy that warms your body up, that brings a tingling sensation to your body, to your spirit, to your heart. And as you gaze into the darkness, feel the light, that warm light that radiates through the whole of your body. The darkness is always followed by light. As light follows by darkness, it's the cyclical way that things are. So gaze, as you gaze out, and take that fear away from you. Just feel that sensation of joy. Move that through the whole of your body. and stay right where you are and feel what you feel right now. Not anticipating how you will feel, how you must feel. Not projecting forward or reflecting backwards. Stay with your own truth, the truth that you find in this very moment. You move the energy through your body, begin to move your fingertips and the tips of your toes. And as you deepen your breath, stretching away, stretch deeper into what you feel. Stretch in a way that delights your body, in a way that delights your spirit. And then roll to your right side. Bend the knees and roll to your right side. Use your left hand by your chest, breathe in. Push the floor away with your left hand, come up on exhale. Use your right hand to support your head and neck as you come all the way back up into a seated position. Your hands are together and the thumbs are by your sternum. And as you sit tall, just notice how your body feels. Congratulate yourself for your practice. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Sorry we've run out of time again. Breathe in deeply. And exhale completely. Namaste.